Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Marvel Strike Force video. Today we are going over some beginner teams. When we're considering these beginner teams, we're gonna consider multiple factors. First of all, the two most important game modes if you are below level 70 are your arena plus your campaigns. So the story mode, heroes, villains, nexus, and mystic and cosmic. These are going to be the game modes that we will consider we're going over these teams. Plus, in addition, we're gonna also go over what legendaries they will unlock and how to maximize your resources investing on them. Let's jump right into it. So our first team, we have Wave 1 Avengers. I brought this team up specifically because I know as a beginner you will have access to most of these characters. I know Black Widow and Hawkeye, they're easily accessible through the hero campaigns and the villain campaigns. I think chapter 1 or 2 you'll be having access to initially farm them. Definitely these guys are the top contenders. They're not a arena meta team like towards end game you will have lower usage for them, so I wouldn't go too crazy investing on them. Specifically, the only character that you will need also in towards end game, and you'll also need him to unlock Apocalypse, is Hulk. Hulk, again, he's not a great character solo by himself, but on his team you can build him up, put a healer ISO on him. He will keep getting turn meter. When your allies get hit, he will heal them every time they go if you have a healer ISO on him. This team definitely have some great synergies. The only character which I would build up to the max on this team, because you're gonna also need later, is Hulk. And the character that I would put the lowest amount of gear on will be Hawkeye, because his stats are not upgraded with the current meta. The rest of these characters, they all recently got boosted stats. They got their stats reworked, so they are more up to par with what the current meta requires. Definitely one of the great beginner teams, easily accessible to all players. Captain America and Thor both farmable in those. Hulk is a natural unlock, as well as Hawkeye and Black Widow. Also, this team is very useful in unlocking your legendary Dr. Octopus, which we were gonna go over why he's such a great character. Dr. Octopus is one of the greatest, if not the best, beginner legendary unlocks. He's like one of the legendaries that you have access to as a new player, and he's just great on his team on his own. He summons one of the Sinister Six members on a special and does some great stuff. All right, let's go to the next team. So that's for Wave 1 Avengers. Up next we have a villain team. For the villains, I chose specifically all city villains because you can also use them to unlock the legendary Shuri. Legendary Shuri is also a good plug and play. I'm not gonna say great, he's a good plug and play character. He gives defense up on the bat, he gives energy to random allies, and he gives deflects when your ally drops below half health, or she gives deflects. So this team, out of this team, my top favorite, Vulture and Mysterio. These two guys are bonkers good at the moment. They got their stats and their kits reworked. If you want to go all in on them, I won't blame you. Just keep in mind, keep your resources for later on when you get to the end game and you have better characters to unlock. But definitely you can go hard on them for sure. We have also the Green Goblin in the back. He's sitting, he's not, we're gonna put him in the front. Green Goblin, He synergizes very well with the Sinister Six members and Spider-Verse members, which is also Venom and includes Kingpin. He does great amounts of damage on his passive on any Spider-Verse ally turn. So whether it's your own team or your enemy team, he's gonna clear 2 random buffs off your enemy team. So he's gonna be pretty amazing in that sense. And he has an unavoidable special. So even if he gets blinded, he's gonna do a massive amount of damage on his special. And also, this team will unlock you Legendary Shuri. Venom for sure is also a great standalone character. He got his stats reworks, he got his kit reworked. He's just a great solo character. You can actually plug him onto your hero teams too. This should be your primary team when going through basically the villain nodes on the story mode. Also, there's no hurt. I mean, unless you are facing a Carnage, definitely Kingpin is a great character. If you have unlocked Carnage, I would place him over your Green Goblin, your OG Green Goblin. The rest of the characters, they're all great characters. Venom is part of his symbiote team as well. He grants defense up to his symbiote allies, he spreads debuff, he has a undodgeable basic attack, and he does ability block and extend the negative effects on his special. So pretty incredible kit. He also gives himself turn bar if you have his basic to the max level. Definitely a great team, specifically Vulture and Mysterio. I would suggest going hard on them. Kingpin and Green Goblin, they do not need to be too high as you need them on your villains campaign, or if you're using them in arena. I wouldn't go too crazy on them, but those 3 in the middle, definitely feel free to go all in. All right, let's go to the next team. We have specifically city hero allies. These guys are not accessible probably too early on when you're going through your hero campaigns, but overall you need your hero city team. They will give you access to the Gold Rush daily challenge. So every 2-3 days you have a challenge, Gold Rush challenge going on. Depending on how high you leveled these guys or how high your commander level is, you will be able to use your hero team, hero city team, and go through those nodes and get some extra gold into your roster. Now, specifically between these characters, I want to put a special focus on Jessica Jones and Shang-Chi. These 2 guys are incredible in sense of their kits. They are also useful endgame. Shang-Chi has an insane ultimate, it does insane damage, rewinds everybody's 10 bar on your enemies. Jessica Jones clears debuff, gives out energy on his basic. She gives out energy to your allies, and has an ultimate that clears buffs, and she has resistance against any kind of debuff. So she has like a fuck ton resistance against any negative effects. On top of those 2, you have the 3 in the front, She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and your Squirrel Girl. Now, Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl are not really great characters when it comes to meta. They are good characters on their own level. If you're below level 70, they are worth investing to some extent, where it gets you through the campaign nodes. She-Hulk, you don't need to initially upgrade her. She has a great kit. She's relatively fast for a taunter. On her special, she rewinds turn meter on 3 characters. On her ultimate, she stuns somebody. And also on her passive, she throws the debuffs off your Hulk ally, or off your what should we call it, of your Gamma allies back to the enemy. So she's gonna also remove the negative effects on her passive. Overall, She-Hulk is needed for Apocalypse. You don't need to gear her up too much right now, but as far as can get you through the challenges, through the campaigns, you should be fine with this team. Also, you're gonna need this team for the block party event. That is a monthly event that will give you ability materials, both purple, blue, green, and yellow ability materials, which you can use to upgrade your character abilities. Definitely useful in multiple places. I think even Jessica Jones you can use to unlock, I believe also on Dr. Octopus unlock, because she's a defender character. So yeah, also useful. I know you guys, when you start, you get Luke Cage off the bat. She synergizes with Luke Cage as well because they're both defender characters. All right, let's move on to the next team. We have our Cosmic and Mystic team. So I like to combine these two together because you don't necessarily, for the Cosmic and Mystic campaigns, you don't necessarily have to have two separate teams. As long as you can mid-max those two campaigns, like have the same team for both campaigns, it's gonna be awesome. Now, Gamora is a Cosmic, but she's not a Mystic. But if you have Nebula, I think she's a must-have character. She does insane stuff. She does incredible amounts of damage. She gets herself extra turn when she get a kill on her ultimate. Pretty bonkers character overall. Part of the Infinity Watch team. Also later on, when you unlock Phyla-Vell, Moondragon, and Adam Warlock, she's gonna be the linchpin on that team, the most dangerous character in the entire Infinity Watch team for sure. Also worth mentioning, Loki and Doctor Strange Supreme will be useful in unlocking multiple legendary characters. Specifically, Doctor Strange Supreme is available in your arena store. He should be your first character farm outside of the inside the arena store. He does just insane amount of damage. His stats are up to par with the current meta. He is a very scary character overall. Loki, also another amazing character, useful in unlocking multiple legendaries, including Black Bolt and Ebony Maw. Now, Black Bolt and Ebony Maw, I'm gonna go over why you shouldn't go too hard to unlock them, but Loki also still useful to the date by veteran players because he gives extra, I believe, extra turn meter to Mystic controller allies. So if you're using Cersei or Morgan Le Fay, if you're using Hela, definitely you want to have Loki on your team. Even you can, if you don't want to unlock Hawkeye, you can place Loki on your Wave 1 Avengers and you will still get benefit out of him. He's just a great plug and play overall, great kit. He's gonna lower the resistance on your enemy team on his passive. He has a mind control on his special, and he's gonna put your allies under stealth for more protection. So pretty bonkers good character. His stats also up par with endgame. Now Thanos, he does not have to be upgraded too high. Potentially later on, if you end up unlocking Ebony Maw and your Black Order members, he's gonna be necessary to be the highest character on the Black Order team. But as a free to play, and for now when you're below level 70, just have his passive ability and place him beside your cosmic characters. He's gonna give energy to your cosmic adjacent allies. Like in this situation, he's gonna give energy to Doctor Strange Supreme, or himself for that matter. And he basically, your adjacent characters can get to their ultimate abilities or get to their special abilities faster. So that's one ability that is still being used to the date. Overall, he's a great character when he's empowered. By himself, he's just useful for that, giving that ability energy to his allies. Overall, one of the better useful characters when you are going through the cosmic and the mystic campaigns. Then yeah, I think this does it. Now if you want to go through the cosmic campaigns and you've already passed level 70, you have access to Hela, so definitely recommend going after Hela in place of Thanos. Hela is just amazing. You want to have Hela for sure. She's part of the Undying team and Asgardian team, and she just contributes to both teams greatly. She's also used in a path to unlock Ebanima. Basically, you get Black Bolt, then Black Bolt gets you Ebanima. But standalone, she's just a great plug and play character as well. Alright, these were the 5 teams. We have the hero team, we have the villains team, we have the city hero teams, very important team, and some honorable mentions. Now, this team, they do not necessarily synergize together, but each character have use on their team as well as a standalone. Specifically, I wanna talk about Zemo and Emma Frost on the back. Just one of the greatest kids, 2 of the greatest kit-based characters ever released inside Marvel Strike Force. Zemo's stats are not great because he was released a long time ago, but he just does some insane stuff. He goes super fast. His essential speed at the beginning of the fight is 142, so he goes before any character, even before any Shuri enemy. He clears all the buffs off of your enemies if they don't have safeguard, and he's gonna put out ability block and slows. Yeah, first 2 turns he's gonna just clear buffs. He does all that while going super fast. Emma Frost, overall amazing character. She has niche uses as well as general uses. Her niche use is that she's gonna reduce your enemy's speed by 10% for the entirety of the match. Like even if she dies mid-match, she's gonna have the speed reduction effect on your enemy team, which means that if you're, for example, using a mirror fight inside arena, if you put Emma Frost, your team is gonna always go first. Carnage, very hard character to unlock. If you've unlocked him by chance, definitely recommend putting a lot of gear onto him. He's also up to par with arena meta as well as the raids and campaigns. He gives turn bar to Venom and to his symbiote allies when any enemy drops into red. Basically, their health drops to red. Carnage is gonna be bonkers good against Kingpin, against Hela, against any character that summons minions. He's gonna just wreck them. He's just gonna keep getting turn bar every time you hit those minions. Taskmaster, amazing character by himself and on the mercenary team, on the underworld team. He's also part of any general villain team. Synergizes with Kingpin, with your other Sinister Six members. He puts out blinds, stuns. He's just gonna assist on his passive, and he, even with his assist or basic, he's gonna remove the buffs off your enemies. He's gonna steal the buffs for himself, kind of like his comic abilities when he steals, he copies enemy abilities. He's gonna be bonkers good like that. If you haven't unlocked him by chance, I wouldn't go out of your way to unlock him. Same goes with himself and Carnage. Phyla has the same situation. Phyla is not really good standalone. She's okay, I guess. She's mostly great when you put her with Infinity Watch members, which includes Gamora and Nebula. She's gonna help Gamora gets to her empowered version faster. Basically, she's gonna get less charges at the start of the match when she has Phyla with her. Also, another great ability that she has in her passive is that she's gonna give your Infinity Watch allies, including Gamora and Nebula, death proofs, which causes them to heal themselves when they attack. So overall, great adds great sustain to your Gamora and Nebula team. Other than that, by herself she's not great. I wouldn't go out of your way to unlock her. Gamora and Nebula are amazing by themselves as a duo. If you have Philo, definitely make sure to place them on the same team, and don't need to gear her too high either. And last, we're gonna get to the legendary teams. I've separated them into 3 teams because they are of different levels of importance. As a beginner, like as a player under level 70, you have access to some legendaries easier. These legendaries include Magneto, Dr. Octopus, Nick Fury, and Shuri. For Shuri, you can use those Spider-Verse characters, including Vulture, Mysterio, Green Goblin, Kingpin, and Venom, the first team that we talked about. Definitely easy unlock as a permanent event. Magneto's unlock. Magneto is also a great character when he's placed beside his villain mutant allies, so you don't need to go out of your way to unlock him. In the end game, you'll need him to unlock Apocalypse, but it's very far out. I wouldn't even bother right now. If you have the X-Men characters or Brotherhood characters, you can unlock him. He's a great character. He puts out blind very fast at the beginning of any match, and he gives a speed up to your Brotherhood or Death Seat allies. Now, 2 of the better legendary characters that you wanna unlock for sure are Nick Fury and Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus first, because he's an easier unlock overall. You can unlock him with your Wave 1 Avenger allies. Wave 1 Avenger characters, you can use Defender characters, including Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Punisher. Punisher is not Defender, sorry. Any Defender character basically. And Secret Defenders also been added, but those are not easy unlocks. Definitely Dr. Octopus is one of the first legendaries you should be unlocking. Once you unlock him, just put him on your by himself or with your Sinister Six allies, and he's just gonna be amazing. Bonkers good. He's also available if you want to use him to unlock Shuri. I think you're gonna be able to unlock Shuri regardless, but he's a Spider-Verse character, so you can use him to unlock Shuri as well. Nick Fury is a little bit harder to unlock, but if you have your villain cosmic team already ready, villain cosmic team was your Thanos, your Nebula, your Loki, your Strange Supreme, Doctor Strange Supreme, as well as Hela. If you have these characters available, definitely make sure you unlock Nick Fury. He's a okay character. He's not useful in the meta anymore, but he summons some minions which can in turn heal your team, adds up protection. He can give boosts to your entire team on his special. Also used to unlock Omega Red later on as part of your Secret Defenders team. You will need him to unlock Omega Red, and Omega Red is just amazing. He's one of the better legendaries ever released. So if you have access to Nick Fury, be sure to unlock him. You can use him inside the hero nodes, possibly low levels of arena. Maybe if you're below 1000 in arena, you can use him along with Shuri. They have some loose synergies because Nick Fury can give defense up to Shuri, which Shuri gets energy when she gets defense up, and she can do her special again and give out energy to your entire team, which includes Nick Fury again. So they can keep charging each other up back and forth. Magneto, again, don't go too crazy on unlocking Magneto. He's okay, he's not great, he's not useful outside of his team. Those 3 in the front should be your top priority. Now, in terms of the more recent legendaries and harder unlocks, you have access to level 50 above. You will have access to Green Goblin Classic, Nova, Black Cat, and Omega Red. Omega Red is a little bit harder because you need Nick Fury plus some other characters, Secret Defender characters, as well as Winter Soldier to unlock Omega Red. So I wouldn't go out of your way to unlock Omega Red. But if you have the characters, be sure to unlock him. Those three guys are gonna appear in game on occasion when the Scourge events run. You can have access to them. There's there's the Green Goblin Classic event starting tomorrow, Monday. It's gonna run for a few days, I think. If you can participate and get the minimal 100 shard unlock, he's an amazing character. Should be part of your Sinister Six team with your Dr. Octopus. You can even use the two on your arena and get up higher. And yeah, Omega Red and Nova, I wouldn't go out of your way, but you'll get to the unlock. Now, in terms of the more important legendaries, there are these four, which will become permanent in the game in a week. So you will have access to these four if you're above level 50. But we have no information on what the requirements are for the unlock. I'm not sure if you can actually unlock them with the minimal effort, but we have to see the events live. So keep an eye out for these guys. Specifically between these four, Red Hulk and Morgan Le Fay are very amazing. Like, they're the two greatest legendaries inside the game. The four of them, you will need to unlock Apocalypse as well with their teams, so it's gonna be a long road. Yeah, that does it for the teams. I'll be sure to answer any questions. If I forgot anything, please feel free to leave it down in the comments for me. I'll be happy to guide you guys through the beginning of the game. Definitely there are other meta characters that you might unlock off some orbs or some random luck. If you have unlocked those characters, for example, Kestrel, Gambit, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Kang the Conqueror, if you pull them out of orbs, be sure to use them everywhere. They're just amazing overall. They're part of the end game, so you can just go crazy on them. And yeah, that sums it up. For the legendaries, they shouldn't be your top priority. I think top priority is this first 4 or 5 campaigns. So Heroes, Villains, Nexus, Cosmic, and Mystic. Then once you completed those, once you're above level 50, you can start thinking about unlocking the legendaries as well. And Arena also should be part of your daily activities. You should participate every day. These power cores can be obtained from Arena, which is the most valuable currency in the game. Helps you do everything. Basically everything runs on power cores in the game. But yeah, aside from that, that sums it up for the video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If I see this video does well, I will start posting more beginner videos. I think this is a space that can be filled, especially in the year 2024. Things have changed. We have access to a lot of new and amazing characters, so be sure to check out our channel. I'll be posting more videos if possible. Thank you guys again. See you later.